Alright, I'm just kidding, Joy. I'm not going to write my speech. But I have to say I did kind of fail in my best man duties today. There was a bee that tried to nest in Dustin's hair during the ceremony, and I didn't even notice. So I do apologize. That I should have taken care of that. So
5 minutes.
he said it was 5 minutes. I believe him. So first and foremost, I want to thank Joy and Dustin's parents for making not only today possible, but raising two of the most caring, sincere, and fun-loving individuals that you would ever want to be friends with. 6 years ago today, on this day, Dustin stood next to me at my wedding and was my best man, and I was very anxious to return the favor. So it took you long enough, but I appreciate it. I always felt like I was a part of the Romiak family growing up. Dustin and I grew up on the same street, and we spent countless hours together. As Dustin was always a huge David Letterman fan, what I decided to do tonight is give him my top 10 favorite moments of growing up with Dustin. So we're going to start with number 10. The countless hours of him doing push-ups in his living room to build his pecs up so he can make them dance anytime a girl asked him. It's number 10. And it should have probably been higher, because that was a really good one. The countless times that we used to mute Jackie Chan movies and do our own voiceovers. That was fun. Dustin holding me in the air as we reenacted the Mo Money, Mo Problems video. And he would never let me be Mace. He always had to be Mace. And he never gave me that Rolex. Yeah. Number 7, Dustin catching my front tooth on his shoe as I got it ripped out of a basketball net when I was 14. My tooth actually fell on his shoe. Number 6, when we mistakenly attended a Rough Rider convention in Baltimore. DMX may have been there by selecting a hotel based on price and not location. Number 5, we started a band. If any of you guys are on MySpace, it's called Surrey Hill. Our bass player was able to make it today. Kevin, where are you at? We only had one paid gig, and it was paid in Home Depot gift cards, thanks to Aunt Gail. Down to number 4, Dustin once traveled to every fast food restaurant in Trumbull County and made up a story that he had a construction crew back at his house and they were out of water. And he wanted to see how many waters he could collect in a 3-hour period. And 198 waters later, in his dad's old Suburban, but he lied to literally about 50 fast food restaurants just for a picture in his driveway of all these waters. I still don't understand that. What number are we on, Steve?
4.
Okay, 3. Speaking of his dad's old Suburban, do you remember, and Dawn, your parents might not even know this, so this could be groundbreaking. Underage, no license, the day after Thanksgiving one year, Dustin stole his dad's old Suburban. And when everybody put their pumpkins down to the curb, Dustin smashed them driveway after driveway. Do you remember that?
We actually have this videotape.
And number 2, the rare time Dustin was in a gentleman's club on a stripper pole. I'm not going to go any further with that story. And number 1, the best time was witnessing the happiness today that Joy has brought you, and the celebration of you two coming together as husband and wife. And at this time, if I could have everyone raise your glass and toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Buck Romiak.
Buckjoy.
Buckjoy.
Cheers.